Galveston County is really excited to announce that we're expanding our testing even further. We already had a very robust and aggressive test available. That was nasal swab test to confirm a positive or negative virus. This is the antigen test, which will tell you if you've already had the virus. We're partnering with UTMB. The county is providing the funding. Part of that's from the CARES Act and part of that's from the state. UTMB is going to have several options, but we're going to make this available at no charge to Galveston County residents.
This is going to be providing us with a lot of very important information. What antibodies tell us is whether individuals have been exposed to the virus, and that's important for us to know. It doesn't tell us whether someone has an active infection, but it tells us whether in the past or even now whether someone has been exposed to the virus, and that'll help us understand the trends in which the virus is being transmitted. It'll allow us to tell people that you have antibodies and you are protected against getting the virus. It'll also help us identify some people who may need further testing.
The antibody tests that we are using are very specific for the COVID-19 infection. And the most important reason why you need the antibody test is that the infection for coronavirus is largely in the lung. So when we stick a probe into the back of your nose, we sometimes can get the virus, but sometimes it's further down in the lung. So how do we find out if you have an infection? Well, people make antibodies when they get infections. So if you combine the nasal swab with the antibody, sometimes it's just the antibody test that tells you we should worry about an infection. Then you get another PCR test. So it's very important to do them both. And we're going to be offering the testing so that it's the whole thing and we can get a much better idea without worrying about a false negative or a false positive.
Dr. Kaiser, the local health authority, and myself are both getting the test today. We want to take the lead and show you it's not painful and it's very necessary. The test is quick and painless. Results are back around 24 hours. There's really no reason to not get tested now for both the virus and for the antigens. We also want to encourage you to practice social distancing, wear the mask when it's appropriate, wash your hands often, do all the things you know to do to stay safe.